top pitchers in the American Association. The former Indiana State standout getting the start tonight for the FM Redhawks. Grauer, 13 games this year. He's made 11 starts, 7-3, and one of the low ERAs in the league. Grauer comes in to the game tonight among the leaders in individual pitching on the season with that 2.83 earned run average. 61 strikeouts for Tyler on the year. Got a lineup that is aggressive for him. Tyler fourth in the league in ERA behind Jose Fuentes of Kane County, Greg Minier of Lincoln, and Alex McCray of Lake Country. Now, the Redhawks recently acquired Alec Oland, a former Gary South Shore Railcat, and he's making a start tonight. The first pitch is a strike, and we are underway. 7:04 the first pitch tonight. A little cool. 71 degrees at game time. Identical to last night's game time temperature here at the ballpark. Grauer misses away. So big Tyler Grauer, will set the Redhawks defense in a second with no change in left, Reimer Liriano, no change in center, Evan Alexander. But Olin getting the start in right field tonight that puts John Silviano to first. Grauer's pitch is soft and away. Around that infield at third base, Leo Pena, Sam Dexter at short, Peter Maris at second with John Silviano back to a spot he played a little bit when he was with Tampa and with the St. Paul Saints at 1B. Grauer's fastball is away, ball 3. Christian Correa catching tonight for the FM Redhawks, DHing Ben Lavorsi. As Crisco said tonight, with the two big arms going against each other, this game's going to be decided by, some of the small things. You don't want to give up free passes, certainly don't want to make an error. There's ball 4, a pitch inside, and a leadoff walk to Danny Emerald. Yeah, it's those little things tonight, because as this plays out, it doesn't look, like it has the potential to be a high run-scoring game. Now, that said, got a slight breeze blowing towards right field tonight. So the ball will jump to that short porch and right. So Danny Emerald reaches on the leadoff free pass, and here's Blake Tiberi and Tyler Grauer. Grauer in his last start in Sioux Falls took a ball that hit back to the mound where he stuck his foot out to stop it as he throws over to 1B. Amaral is back, put his foot out, stopped it, stayed in the game, but I noticed when the team got back to Fargo, Tyler was walking around with a boot on. So I'm sure that foot got bruised up a little bit on that comebacker to the mound in Sioux Falls. Amaral not a big lead at first. Silviano holding on as Grauer's pitch is high and tight to Blake Tiberi. And once Tyler finds that zone, gets comfortable, starts filling up the zone, then should be off and running. Sometimes that comes out right out of the gate. Sometimes it might take an inning or so to get that rhythm. And right now, Grauer, after walking Amaral, misses high and tight to Blake Tiberi. Pena off the line at third. Redhawks did turn a double play in last night's game. There's ball 2 outside. And Sioux City, as oftentimes we talk about Sioux City being aggressive, bats in motion, they've come out here patient against the lefty Tyler Grauer. Behind 2 balls and no strikes. Checking a runner at first and the pitch home. That's a strike in there at the knees. Your umpires tonight presented by Onstad Twitchell. Your life, your law firm, with offices in West Fargo, in Hillsborough, and in Castleton. Big Reggie Drummer behind the dish. He's a good one. On the base pass, Jeff Osborne and J.J. January. The look over, Amaral, again not a big lead, but Grauer throws over. Alec Olin, I mentioned, and I think with Alec starting tonight, Novak not in the starting lineup tonight, maybe that's just a matchup thing with the lefty Tom Wendell going for Sioux City. Get an Olin's bat in there tonight. The pitch home is lifted down the left field line. Now the wind tonight is going to blow that a little bit more towards the playing surface. Not that ball, it sails foul, but that flag going from left to right out to the field, anything hit in the air down the left field line, outfielders cannot give up on, because we've seen a time or two here at Newman Outdoor Field, that ball can get blown back on the field. North side of Fargo is going to be busy tonight. Not only this game here, but Will Smith's daughter, Avril Lavigne, and a liner pulled foul down the right field line. Out in front of it was Blake Tiberi and Machine Gun Kelly. There's a concert going out of the Fargo Dome, goes by the initials MGK, so you can almost throw a stone to the Fargo Dome from where this field is. You mix in a little construction, you got yourself a busy part of the Metro. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tiberi. Blake 1 for 4 last night with a run scored and a run batted in. We'll keep our eye on Amaral at first. Not running. The pitch is fouled at the dish, and Tiberi, that's going to hurt. Yeah, that's smart. Fouled it off his person. And he'll have to get that blood flowing again. The athletic trainer Bruce Fishbach in his 4th season for Sioux City is out there to take a peek at Blake. That foul ball is a Falcon Tire foul ball. Fans, you get your Falcon Tires at several different places around the community in our listening and viewing area. Haley Oil at Elbow Lake, Minnesota being one of them. West Side Tire and Repair in Warroad, Minnesota, another. And Tiberi's been in this at bat a while, and Grauer's had to throw a few pitches out of the gate here tonight at inning number 1. Sioux City again 4 games behind that 4th place spot with many games remaining. Game 64 for the Red Hawks. Remember, you played 100 games in the regular season. Tiberi out in front of another one, pulls the ball in a tough spot down the right field line. That's going to drop in, a fair ball. Silviano picks it. They're going to try to force the man at second, and they do. John Silviano at first base, going back to shallow right field. The wind blew it in there. And instead of a base knock for Tiberi, Danny Amaral, the runner at first, was in a tough spot. He didn't want to get doubled off if that ball was caught. And Silviano, Johnny on the spot, shows off that silver bullet arm and guns down Amaral at second. You know, Alec Olin starting in his first game for the Red Hawks in right field. Of course you get one of those balls like that. Too far in for him to expect to come all the way in to make the catch. Too far back for Maris, the second baseman, or Silviano. But the Red Hawks catch a break. Here's Trey Martin and a strike in there from Tyler Grauer. And Johnny Silviano finds a way to make an impact. We've seen his arm from right field. There, now a snap throw to first, and Silvy trying to pick it. Diving back in is Blake Tiberi. I think talking to John before the game, when he knew he was in the roster at first base, he's comfortable there. When he was with the St. Paul Saints, the Red Hawks would play them. Silvy patrolled 1B. 1 strike on Trey Martin, a 3-hole hitter for Sioux City. And the pitch home. Good pitch. Strike 2 on the outside corner. There you go, Tyler. 0-2 the count on Martin. Martin last night 1 for 5 in the game. Eight 6 Sioux City took game 1 yesterday. The lefty ready on the hill. And the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply to third. Picked by Pena. Goes to second. On to first. Hey, how about that? Leobaldo Pena. What a play at third base. Starts a 5-4-3 double play. Die down or get over the head of the second baseman, Zach Cohn, but caught off bag. The Red Hawks had that last night. Had a man doubled off early in the first inning at second. And boy, Tom Wendell got to be pleased as punch to get out of that jam. So now it's up to Tyler Grauer to come out here in a second and put some strikes on the board, get some outs as Danny Vasquez leading it off. Vasquez takes the ball. Danny at first base tonight, DHing last night, and Vasquez with his Sioux City team down a run with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Vasquez was down to the final strike, and he delivered a base hit to right that tied the game, and eventually Sioux City went on to win the game 8-6. Grauer behind, 2 balls and no strikes. The lefty from the belt to the plate. There's a strike. The Red Hawks again tonight without Manny Boscan in the lineup, without Drew Ward in the lineup. He's on the injured list. And Manny was jogging before the game, running before the game, and obviously he's probably good enough to play, but the Red Hawk staff, they got big picture in mind. Don't want to rush anybody out. Here's a ball wrapped foul down the first base line from Vasquez.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Briella Decker and Joseph Dobin.
If Chris Coast doesn't put Manny back in the lineup soon, though, he's going to need to have, how the parents at the mall sometimes will put a leash on their kids so they don't lose them. They're going to have to put a leash on Manny, or he's just going to write himself in the lineup. He's a competitor. But again, Fargo Moorhead, they're 63 games in, 37 remaining, 36 after tonight. And there's some big important games coming up, and there's a ball inside. Vasquez buckles out of the way. Winning the division, obviously the goal. Playoffs come. But when that time happens, and the Red Hawks have built up some equity, obviously, they're in first place, you want to be at full strength, or as full strength as you can. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. The big Sycamore, his first strikeout of the game, as Grauer gets one past the bat of Danny Vasquez. If you're heading into the postseason and you got a tweak there and a tweak here, and you're not running it well there, and someone not comfortable here, and it's not where you want to be. And that's what Chris and Anthony and Kevin and Bitt, Matt Rao, the GM, Robbie the boat, that's what they all got to keep in mind as they move forward and navigate through the second half. Strike in there to Sebastian Zawada. Zawada hitting .270 on the year. Zawada, good game last night, 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, 2 runs batted in. He took a ball off the right field fence in the 9th inning last night. Close stance, right-handed batter, swings through the breaking pitch from Grauer. Totters ahead 0-2. And the Red Hawks aren't the only team with that mentality. I mean, obviously every team wants to be healthy. Sioux City, I'd imagine in that dugout, they've got, got a good game last night, got new life breathed in them. Only 4 games back at 4th place. Off-speed pitches away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Zawada. Keep in mind, those playoff series, first 2 are best of 3s. those are quick. 1-2 the count on Sebastian. The pitch is lined right back up the middle, right past Tyler Grauer's ear. And Zawada stays hot in this series. His 4th hit already. I'll bring up Nate Sampson. Well, the old veteran Nate Sampson. Nate at short tonight. Natural spot was at second last night. Reacquired by the X's in the offseason. 17th season, by the way, of pro ball. And here's a base hit to left field, and that's 17 years of knowing how to hit. It's 17 years of playing defense, 17 years of seeing every kind of pitcher possible, Sampson owns the franchise record for Sioux City, by the way. He had RBIs, he's second in hits. Was the most valuable player in the league in 2016, that man, Nate Sampson. Well, now that'll bring up Ademar Rifiala. Rifiala came in a pinch hit role last night and grounded to first. Hawks turned one double play to end the first inning as a good breaking pitch in there for a strike to Ademar. International free agent signed in 2010 by the Baltimore Orioles organization, Rifiala. His 9th year in Pro Bowl. First with Sioux City. Scoreless, top of two on for the X's as Grauer delivers home and time called. The swings of baseball, you know, in basketball we talk about runs, 10-0 run, 10-2 run, 8-2 run, 5-0. In baseball we talk about the swings, and bottom of the first, Red Hawks bases loaded, 1 out, don't score. Now you swing to the top, and here's Sioux City, 2 on, 1 out. Let's see if Tyler can get one pass. There's a ball fouled back to the net. 0-2 the count. Rifiala last played in 2020 internationally in the Netherlands for a quick Amersfoort of Dutch Major. Played in a Little League World Series, this man. 0-2 though, he's down to Tyler Grauer. The pitch is away for Curacao and Caribbean team in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Scoreless baseball. The X's with a couple of hits here in the top of 2. A 1 out single by Zawada up the middle and a single by Sampson to left. A good speed on the base pass. The pitch, and it's fouled at the plate. One game in the books today in the American Association. Watch out, here comes Lake Country. Now they got a lot of climbing to do, but they've backed up a couple of wins against Kane County. They defeat Kane County 7-3 today. Kansas City has already jumped out in front of Sioux Falls 2-0 in the second inning. Center for Special Surgery out-of-town scoreboard. Grauer trying to put away Rifiala. The look to second at Zawada, and the pitch is soft and down. Rifiala does not chase. Winnipeg, after dropping a tight one to Chicago last night, the Goldeyes get a 2-run hit from David Washington, and they lead Chicago 2-0 early in that game at Shaw Park, home of the Pierogi. 2-2 the count. On Rifiala, Silviano at first, Maris at second, Dexter at short, Pena at third. Wind blowing out to the right field corner. The look back by Grauer to pitch, and that went through Correa's legs, and they're not going to try to advance. That ball down to the dirt. Christian went to pick it, and it got underneath it. So Tyler Grauer, I don't think I'll use the word laboring, but he is certainly battling here in the second and in the early part of this game. In Sioux City, a team putting together some quality ABs early on tonight. Can't really afford a walk here. Don't want to load the bases with Zach Cohn on deck. Cohn had the big night last night. 2 doubles and 3 runs batted in. So need a strike here. We'll keep our eye on the base pass. Not running. Payoff pitch is a broken back ground ball to second. Maris goes to Dexter. Dexter goes to Silviano. And the Red Hawks just turned their 61st double play of the year. They end the first with a twin killing, and they end the second with a twin killing. Just what the doctor ordered. Go to FargoBlues.com, and you can find out More about that as Grauer delivers a strike in there to Zach Cohn. It'll be Cohn, Kelly, and Amaral here for Sioux City in the top of the third. It took 1 hour to play 2 innings in tonight's game. Here's a little gopher killer out to second, scooped up by Peter Maris, throws on to Silviano, and Cohn is retired 4-3 and a put out. Yeah, you look at the Blues Festival, folks, 13 bands in 2 days. Walter Trout, Toronto Cannon, Jeremiah Johnson Band, the Jimmies, Gabe Stillman. And that's here at Newman. Enjoy. Get those tickets. Go to FargoBlues.com. One away, 5-0. Red Hawks lead at Jack Kelly. Batting here with 1 out. Left-handed batting catcher. Good breaking pitch there from Grauer. That's in there for a strike. Grauer got to be feeling pretty good. Despite not necessarily mowing people down, but he's making out pitches. The Red Hawks have turned 2 double plays already in the game tonight. And Tyler's got 5 runs now behind him. The 0-1 pitch is fisted out towards short. Dexter barely has to move. Makes the catch. Good pitch, Tyler Grauer. Retiring Kelly on the fly out to Dexter. 2 up and 2 down. And here's Danny Amaral.
Center fielder, number 9, Danny Amaral.
Peyton Wigginton on the mound tomorrow afternoon for the Red Hawks. We'll see who Sioux City throws. It was TBA prior to the start of this series. Grauer holding those hands up high and then snaps the pitch off away for a ball. Amaral walked in the first and was erased on a double play ball that inning. Or correction, erased on a odd fielder's choice. Got a ball hit to shallow right field. And Silviano went back, grabbed it on a hop and threw to second. There's an off-speed pitch a little bit inside and low. 2-0 the count on Danny Amaral. The set by Grauer and the pitch is a strike. Five nothing Red Hawks. The 2-1 misses away. Ball 3. I hope you had fish for dinner because they say fish makes you smarter. Our name game tonight is going to be tough. It's a Wednesday, so we're going to give out 21 points per correct answer or accepted answer. There are no wrong ones. There's a strike, 3-2, and I'll explain coming up. Next half inning. So get ready, no Googling. We're going to test your brains tonight on the broadcast. 3-2 the count on Danny Amaral. The payoff pitch, lifted foul. Out of the park.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Asher Carroll. Asher Carroll, please report to the Van Bank Financial Group Guest Relations booth.
The Red Hawks have a lot. With the 37 games remaining, 36 after today, more home than road. Kansas City, who's battling the Red Hawks for first in the West, they're the exact opposite. More road than home. 3-2. Just a bit off the plate. And a 2-out walk. Second free pass issued to Danny Amaral. And that brings up Blake Tiberi. In fact, before the game, the Red Hawks had 37 remaining, 21 at home, 16 away. Kansas City had 37 games remaining, 21 away and 16 home. Kansas City still has 10 games to play against Winnipeg. And a majority of those in Winnipeg. Lefty versus lefty here. The pitch to Tiberi, breaking pitch outside. The Red Hawks, after tonight, have 7 against Sioux City, 9 against Lincoln, 6 against Chicago, 4 against Sioux Falls, 4 against Kansas City, 3 against Gary, and 3 against Winnipeg. The look over to first, and the pitch home is hit in the air to left field. Should hold up in the wind. Liriano coming over, gauging that breeze. He's got it, and there is out number 3. For the X's, no runs, no hits. They leave a runner. We play 2.5 tonight. From Newman, our score remains the Red Hawks 5, Sioux City nothing. On course. So here we go to the top of the 4th inning. Numbers 3, 4, and 5 due up in the Sioux City lineup. Trey Martin leads it off. Martin looks at a breaking pitch low. Martin hit the ball hard. Problem, he stuck it near the mitt of Leo Pena that turned into a 5-4-3 double play. And that ended inning number 1. It was a barreled ball, but Pena made a play on it. Now the 1-0 pitch, and the changeup swing and a miss. Boy, you folks are doing a nice job on the name game today. We're filling our lists up tonight. Here's the set by Grauer to 1-1. Breaking pitch low and inside. We're having a vowel battle tonight on a Wednesday. 5-0 Red Hawks lead it. Top 4 players, past or present. His last name begins with A, E, I, O, U, and who wins the vowel battle. The 2-1. Just a bit low, 3-1. Of course, you got to fill up each category first. Dennis Eckersley coming in, nicely done. Would he be an E? Well, I think that's a pretty safe bet. Well, Grauer trying to stay away from those free passes. He's got 2 walks, 1 strikeout in the game, but he's behind Martin, 3-1. And Martin sends a ball with height to right field. And a night like tonight, that ball is gone. An opposite field solo home run off the bat of Trey Martin, his 6th home run of the season. And Sioux City is on the board, trailing at 5-1. Yeah, that win from the left field corner to the right. And Martin, a right-handed batter, got that ball up. No doubt about it tonight here at Newman. That's a quick home run. Well, the solo shots, you'd like to think and hope those aren't the ones that are going to beat you. As Grauer comes back, pulls the string, and a swing and a miss by Vasquez. Someone asking here if Ichiro counts. Yeah, I think that would go down into the S column for Suzuki. 5-1, Hawks now lead by 4 runs after the Martin homer. The pitch, fouled back from Vasquez. Uh-oh. The O's might have an early lead in our battle of vowels. If you could put Mel Ott and Shohei Ohtani on the same club, yeah, nicely done. 0-2 the count. Still sunshine. We had some clouds today in the Red River Valley. But those have kind of blown away, and pretty much blue sky and some leftover drifts of clouds and sunshine here at the ballpark. 0-2 pitch coming, and that one breaks off the plate. Well, Tyler Grauer, we mentioned Tom Wendell with the free passes early on and the Red Hawks hits in the second with his pitch count climbing. Grauer sitting at 54 pitches for him. The 1-2 delivery is a broken bat flare over the diving and jumping, leaping glove of Pete Marison to right field. And Danny Vasquez has his first hit tonight. Good barrel. Got a little bit too much height on that for Pete Maris. And a solid single by Vasquez. And now Tyler Grauer going to have to deal with Sebastian Zawada. And just judging by the length of this game and pitches thrown and now some hits getting on the board and runs, good breaking pitch, swing and a miss. I'm not sure how long Wendell's going to go today. Obviously had a quicker third inning. It probably bought him some more innings tonight. And for Tyler Grauer, he continues to battle here. The pitch, ooh, just a bit high. 1-1 the count. Grauer has rolled a couple of double plays tonight that has helped. Chad De La Guerra is homered for Kansas City tonight. They lead Sioux Falls 9-1. Here's a ground ball to third. Scoop by Pena. Another double play. Will it be? It is the third tonight for the FM Red Hawks. They're a twin killing machine at Newman. And Grauer's been able to make those pitches. Now the sun at this time is setting, so Maris taking that throw from Pena at second. It's not as simple as you might think. That sun beating down in the eyes, and Maris had that great turn at second. Fargo Moorhead with 3 double plays now turned tonight. And here's Nate Sampson, and he races a base runner. Sampson singled his first at bat. The pitch from Grauer is a changeup low and away. Cleburne out in front of Gary South Shore 3-0. Thanks to a Chase Simpson 3-run home run. 1 ball, no strikes to Sampson. And ball 2, down and in. Milwaukee leading Lincoln 2-0. A solo shot by Logan Trowbridge and an RBI from Will Kenger. Couple of balls, no strikes on Sampson, and Nate takes a called strike. Winnipeg leading Chicago 2-1. Casey Hobson has homered tonight for the Dogs. The score updates brought to you by the Center for Special Surgery. Couple of balls and a strikes on Sampson, and down and in ball 3. Boy, our folks that we're filling up our Battle of the Vowels top 4. Chase Utley would make a U. I think he'd be one of the 4. Raul Ibanez, Pete Incapilia, Hideki Arabu. 3-1 pitch, grounded back towards the middle. It is knocked down by Maris. To his feet, throws it, stretched by Sylvie, and in time for the out. Pete Maris making a play up the middle, and Silviano the stretch at 1B. How about that Red Hawks defense here tonight at Newman Outdoor Field? One thing to get to the ball, the second thing to put something on it on the toss to first, and Maris makes it happen. Sadamar and Zach Cohn and Jack Kelly. Well, it's a night of some runs, some hits, some base runners, and double plays turn tonight. As Grauer delivers a little bit inside for a ball. Got a little time left of some sun here in the valley as Ray Fiala pulls one foul. Nice play by the ball boy there in the foul ball territory. Same 2 teams tomorrow afternoon. Game 3 of this series. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Red Hawks. A run on 4 hits, no errors for the X's. Grauer versus Fiala, and nearly paints the corner, but misses away. Adamar grounded into a 4-6-3 double play to end the second. Hawks tug him a little bit to pull, left-handed batter, even against the lefty Tyler Grauer. Pena off the line at third. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. This one is pulled to first, played by Silviano. He'll flip it to Grauer covering the bag, and there is out number 1. I'll bring up Zach Cohn.
Second baseman number 6, Zach Cohn.
Zach Cohn taken by the Pirates organization as he steps to the plate. 2018, 13th round pick. The Explorers got Zach Cohn, who had the 2 big knocks last night, including a bases clearing double. He came to the X's in a trade with the Charleston Dirty Birds, the Atlantic League, for a player to be named later. And Cohn trying to find a way to help these Explorers make a push and try to get into that postseason. First offering high and away from Tyler Grauer. One ball, no strikes to count. The pitch, another pitch away. Red Hawks with that 5-run second inning. And the key here is for the Hawks, obviously, to add some more. We saw what happened with Sioux City yesterday. There's a strike on the corner. This is a team that can score or get hits in bunches. And collectively, you might be able to hold them down for an inning or two, and then boom, a type of squad that could put up 3-4 hits in a row. Grauer with a 2-1 count on Cohn, and he buries a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch, 2-2. Boy, Tyler, good location there. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Grauer with just 1 strikeout tonight for the big lefty. Swing and a miss. The big Sycamore make it 2. His second strikeout of the game. He had a little giddy up on that one there, and quickly 2 away. That'll bring up Jack Kelly, left-handed batting catcher, hitting 1 for 10 as a Sioux City Explorer. Jack Kelly. This is a rookie's rookie. First year of pro ball. Played collegiately at Minnesota. The pitch is a strike. Jack Kelly, if you followed Big Ten baseball at all, you'd be familiar with Jack Kelly. He had 3 seasons at Minnesota for the Gophers, played 2 at Northwestern. 5 college baseball years in the Big Ten from St. Michael, Minnesota. 0-1 the count on Kelly, and the former Indiana State Sycamore fires one in, fouled back over the stadium. A Falcon Tire foul ball. Those Falcon Tires, as you know, fans, available all over the region, including all the Corwin dealerships in Fargo. You can find also Falcon Tires at Valley Repair in Moorhead, Minnesota. 0-2 the count on Jack Kelly. Top of the order waiting on deck. 5-1 Red Hawks lead. Sioux City batting in the top of the 5th. The lefty sets. Now the pitch home to Kelly. Lifted in the air to shallow left field. Hanging up. Here comes Lariano. Reimer's got it. And there is out number 3. So the X's are out. No runs, no hits. No Red Hawks errors. No one left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Our score remains Fargo Moorhead 5, Sioux City 1. This is FM Red Hawks baseball. Tyler Grauer entering his 6th inning of work. And the big Sycamore has yielded 1 run on 4 hits. That run was a Trey Martin home run in the 4th. Couple of strikeouts, couple of walks, no hit batsman. Top of the order, Danny Amaral, Blake Tiberi, and Trey Martin due up for Sioux City here in the 6th inning. The first offering is a breaking pitch inside and low. And now they're going to say it clipped part of the foot of Danny Amaral. So Amaral will jog down to first. They hit batsman.
Third baseman number 8, Blake Tyberry.
It's been an odd feeling, I'm sure, for Tyler Grauer. Certainly happy about the run support. 6 on the board. It's not that Sioux City hasn't had traffic. I mean, the common theme again has been the double play ball. Been a combined 6 turned in tonight's game. The batter here is Tyberry, and he takes a strike. Maybe the Red Hawks can turn another one. Tyberry runs fairly well. He has reached on a fielder's choice and flied to left. 0 for 2 in tonight's game. Silviano holding on with a runner at first, and a breaking pitch comes across the face of Tyberry. Blake able to just twist his head out of the way. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tyberry. Grauer, the pitch, just a bit outside. And Totter approaching 80 pitches now for the game. Twilight happening here. Liriano in left, Alexander straightaway in center. Alec Oland was starting right tonight. There's a ball fouled back. Tyberry, we look at some of the talent on this Sioux City team as the webstream little shot of Chris Coast and his staff and their perch in the dugout. Tyberry, a 3rd round pick of the Mets organization in 2016. He was with the X's last year. 2-2 the count. And the pitch. Fouled away. Hit 272 did Tyberry last year with Sioux City with 7 home runs. Made some news, though, in August of last season. Tyberry hit for the cycle. Tyler Grauer trying to put away this left-handed batting infielder. Again, Amaral got good speed. 27 stolen bases for Danny on the year. Here's a ball pulled foul. Red Hawks leading 6-1. Sioux City's been able to put their bat on the ball. You got 2 guys, McGovern, the all-time leader in strikeouts last night, only able to fan a couple of these X's. They were putting the bat on the ball, and Grauer in the same vein. A strikeout kind of guy. He can miss bats. Here's a ground ball. Is this going to be the 4th double play of the game? Turned by the Red Hawks. You bet it is. 4-6-3, Twin Kelly. Boy, the Hawks are knocking them down 2 at a time here at Newman. And now Taylor made one right to Peter Maris. The easy flip to Dexter. And with 2 outs, it'll bring up Trey Martin. And I'll tell you, folks, now I got to start, maybe even starting to look at some research here. I don't know if it's a league mark, but getting into those areas where 4 double plays is a big number in a game for one team. The Red Hawks have done that, I know, 1 other time this season. Martin the batter. Martin takes the ball inside. Big Trey Martin homered over the ball in right field. Opposite field home run, his last at bat. For Martin, it was his 6th home run of the year. And that's the only run Sioux City has tonight. Red Hawks leading 6-1. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. And the Red Hawks did the 4 double plays in the game against the Winnipeg Goldeyes early this year, if I recall. Big Tyler Grauer's 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line again, but this one is twisting foul. Not a lot of room down the lines here at Newman. You go from the fair pole, a little junket of foul territory, and then boom, the bullpen. 1-2 the count on Trey Martin. Trey Martin was acquired by Sioux City in a trade with Milwaukee this year for a player to be named later. He was with the Milkmen last year, played 75 games, hit .293 with 3 home runs. Here Martin has doubled that here in 2022. But he's down to the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes to that man, Tyler Grauer. Grauer and his battery mate, Christian Correa, trying to find the pitch to put away Trey. Here's the big lefty from the set. The pitch hit high in the air into the twilight. Wind is pulling it to right center. Olin and Alexander. Alexander has it, and there it is. Out number 3 here in the sixth inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We have played 5.5 tonight from Newman. Our score remains the Red Hawks 6, Sioux City 1. Bring your ears along. Danny Vasquez, the cleanup hitter for the X's, lead things off here in the 7th. It'll be Vasquez, Zawada, and Sampson in the top of 7th. Pitch, and Grauer delivers a little bit low. And Tyler Grauer came in, number 4 in the league in ERA. So the 4th lowest ERA of the qualifying innings needed. 2.83. And he's yielded 1 run tonight. Here's a pop-up. This is not going to be the easy one. It's behind home. Correa, Pena, Correa, oh, Christian! Oh, he snatched it out of thin air. How about that one? That is not an easy ball for a catcher. And Correa, that ball hit a mile high. Now there's a breeze blowing tonight. And Correa just stood up. Pena racing in from third. And boy, the Floridian Christian Correa made it look easy. A little backhand with that mitt. Nice job, Christian. 1 away. 1 pitch. Good for Tyler Grauer. And that brings up Sebastian Zawada. The pitch. Zawada takes inside. Well, Zawada the batter. Still at Danny Vasquez on the scoreboard here, but Sebastian 1 for 2 tonight. Grauer the lefty delivers. Swing and a miss. Grauer leans in for the side. Maybe the scoreboard is stuck on Danny Vasquez out there in left center field. Zawada singled in the second, hit into a double play in his second at bat. Here he grounds one to Dexter at short, and Sam makes the toss across to Silviano. 2 up and 2 down. Zawada out, and that'll bring up Nate Sampson.
Shortstop number 5, Nate Sampson.
Well, for Tyler Grauer, you know, the expectations are so high for Tyler. He has such, in those big games where he's striking out guys, quick innings left and right. Tonight hasn't been one of those games. There's been some traffic. He has rolled, several double play balls thrown tonight. The Red Hawks have turned 4 in tonight's game as he tries to throw a little comebacker here to Nate Sampson. It's a ball inside. Hawks turned to double play in the first, turned to double play in the second, turned to double play in the fourth, turned to double play in the sixth. Grauer, meanwhile, with a couple of strikeouts on the night. There's a strike to Nate. And a strikeout on the second, a strikeout on the fifth. He is a walk to better and hit a better. Getting the only run for Sioux City, that home run by Martin. Here's a little duck snort, popped up on the infield, and Dexter coming in and makes the catch. Well, Tyler Grauer, pretty clean inning. 1, 2, 3, retiring Sioux City in order on his 95th pitch of the game.